Talking about KSI just for a second there, because obviously phenomenal YouTuber, gone from strength to strength. I believe started off as like a gamer really, and then brought in a lot more comedy to his videos. So, like, what do you take from somebody like him?
I feel like he's like the jack of all trade, and I've always tried to be that jack of all trade, but I don't know how there is a way he has made it work, and he has made it possible to, and I mean, it takes a genius to do that, to let you know, by the way, because we've tried it on our channel. We've tried dishing out different type of videos to just make sure that all our viewers are occupied. But now I find it when your viewers when they subscribe to your channel, they subscribe because they're coming for certain type of videos. Now, when you start uploading different type of videos, and for them to still F with you, excuse my language, sir, for them to still F with you, that means you're doing something really, really good. And he has a secret. That guy has the secret. I'm telling you now, because don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he's not amazing what he does, which he is. We know that. It's very evident to what you see on his videos. But he definitely he knows the formula, and he knows how to mix that and make it work with your followers still watching. I want to excuse the language, followers, your subscribers, to still want to see what you're doing, because it started with gamers. And how did he get gamers to still tune in when he posts his music videos? How did he get gamers to still tune in when he's doing hide and seek in his house with his housemates? How did he get people to do that? There is something to it.
So I'll tell you my not very well informed opinion, because it's not as well informed as most people. But so what I see, and I think it is a natural thing with some people. I mean, he's a type of genius, and what I see there is a charisma. Now everyone's got certain layers of charisma, and I think he's a loud personality. There's an extra quality to him, but what you can actually put across on camera is a very skilled thing. And maybe he's doing it without even realising.
Okay.
Because it's like, again, I'll come back to that whole subconscious. That's my theme today, subconscious. But what people do without realising they're doing, and we pick up on these little nuances of behaviour, and we go, there's a little part of us goes like, I want to be a bit like that. I wish I could be a bit like that. And when we see that in somebody else, we want to watch more of it. Because it's kind of going back to what I said before. You pick up on a bit of energy from it. And you're like, and like you said, he throws himself into everything. He's very brave. Because like with boxing, for example, it's all very good to talk the talk, but he got in the ring. And similar things would apply, you can talk about things and you can cut and edit and splice videos and you can make them look a certain way. But then there is a part of it where you've actually got to do it. And I think if you're actually doing it and you're putting yourself in situations, then that's walking the walk. And I think people do value it, they do appreciate it.
Yeah, no, definitely they do.
When an outsider views it, when people view it, they like, apart from, depending on their personality, it's like, yeah, I'd like to do that. So they leave it through the other person. Because we're all conditioned to watch stuff on screen now. We work with screens in our lives from the moment we see. So we see stuff and we see that's our window to the world. We look on a screen or a projector, whatever it might be, a laptop, a phone, and that's our window to the world. And even though it might not be an accurate representation, that's still what we think is going on out there. That's what we think is out there. Very much when you walk out the front door, not that we can at the moment, but when you walk out the front door and you do go into you sometimes realise, hey, it's not like it is on TV or on movies or on YouTube. But in a way, that's less important these days, because what we believe, what we perceive as being out there is what we see on YouTube, on TV, etc. And I think a lot of our heroes, a lot of the people that we sort of respond to, we gain that sort of admiration through watching these types of videos. And he probably at some level, he must do. He knows that. He understands that. And I think that even when you go right back to the beginning with the gamers and the people that were watching because of the mutual interest, there was still something about his personality about. Strong. And the reason why he's probably gone is he was stronger than other people. Other people would have been doing similar things, but his personality was the one that stood out. I referenced his laugh earlier. I love people with great laughs because I think a laugh is such a potent thing to have about you. But he's got a fantastic laugh. It's very obvious who he is. It's kind of like a trademark. People have these things about them.
It's true. That laugh. It does. It does do it. It does do it. It does do it.
And then for me, so like, let's flip over to the other person I've referenced at some point. I was talking. Everyone, see, the thing is, we all different people appeal to different people. Of course, that's a good thing because we don't all want to be the same. But when I said about Russell Brand, so I see certain things in him that I like. You know, we're a similar age. He's from a similar part of the world to me. There's certain other experiences which I find I can relate to. And then, of course, he's got a love of language. I find his language fascinating. He's got a deep interest in sort of spiritual aspects. So have I. But he's a lot of the things I would like to be. Obviously, I think he's done a lot more. He's a lot braver. He's done so much more. But maybe that's what it is, that we see things in people that we'd like to see in ourselves. So we latch onto them. Why? And then we're like, okay, I like this person. I'm going to follow this person. We're projecting ourselves, thinking that's what I'd like to do.
Yeah.
So that, I get it. I should flip it as well, just in case, because I'm a bit concerned if I just put it out there, just because the other side of it is there's a danger to it, and the danger, of course, is when people form obsessions, because that's really unhealthy. If you form an obsession with the persona of what you think that person is, and you become like infatuated with them, that's a danger. And so, what really we need to do before we start going off on other people and really start thinking that's what I want to be, but work out who you actually are first of all.
Establish yourself. Yeah, yeah.
These are the sort of things we drift onto at these topics.
So, Trev, what did you learn from this live? Don, what would you answer if they were to ask you that?
I don't know. I mean, my big thing for me is that I think one of the things I've probably got wrong, which is I think you learn from making mistakes. That's the important thing. That's a really good thing. Make mistakes because it's important to make mistakes to learn from. So one of the things I learned earlier in life, I was too afraid to make mistakes.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be judged too heavily. I thought that if I really overcommitted to something, it would make me feel stupid when I realised I wasn't because I hoped I'd be. So I withdrew myself from full commitment. So one of the things one of my lessons, my life lessons, is that I learned, one of the things I learned is that sometimes you've got to take risks, you've got to throw yourself into stuff and don't worry about the consequences, as long as you're doing it all for the right reasons. And I was a little bit too shallow in terms of my effort. I could have gone really full on, but I thought, just in case it don't work out, I won't go full on. And that's not good, because if you really want to go into achieve something, you've got to go right into it. You've got to go into it, you've got to commit to it. Now, as I got older, I have committed more, but certain things I did when I was young, like based more on my physical stuff. So if it was anything I had to do for sports or athletics, you've only got a limited time in which you can really see your potential there, because by the time you hit 30, physically, it's very, very tough to get back. Hard. So when I was back in my day when I was trying out sports and stuff, I probably should have thrown myself into it 100%. But I didn't really, like you said, I didn't really have the parents who said to me, yeah, we've got you back. Because they were like, no, that's not that important. Concentrate more on your studies. And then the other side was just me as a human being. At that time in my life, I actually didn't take that risk. I just didn't do it.
Yeah. No, I'm quite, to a certain degree, that's one thing I'm so excellent at. I'm excellent at taking risks. But I feel like that can also be poisonous, because I took risks which I was doing. Like you said, as long as you're doing it in the right manner, in the right attitude, as long as you know it's not illegal, it's morally okay. But I was not okay. I wasn't killing anyone. I got into a habit of betting, so I was really, really on betting, and that is what really has I want to say ruined everything which I've ever wanted to do in my life, because of that. Don't get me wrong, I've done really well, but I made a lot of risky decisions, which then put me into a lot of debt. Now, this was at uni, so if you imagine, during that whole university until now, I've been trying to recover that debt, but at the same time trying to risk things for KTime TV. So I wish if I could go back into time, that is one decision I would change, because of that, I can't take the risk I want to take now. It's really tough. That's why I can't say to mom and dad, no, I'm not going to go to work. I'm going to stay, and I'm going to make sure I perfect KTime. I perfect me as an artist. I perfect me as a presenter, me as a comedian, me as an entertainer, whatever I want to be. And I strongly put that across, what I want to be, because this world can't decide no more. Don't let no one decide for you. And I've let so many people decide for me, and I feel like this is why I end up hitting walls, because when people decide for you, when they're not there, you can't make the decisions no more because you're not used to having that independent mindset to make those type of decisions. So yeah, risk taking is great, but just use it the right way.